Hello ladies and gents. This video is to help walk you through our documenting sources in APA format assignment. So I'm going to address some of the common errors that I see in this worksheet to help you make sure that yours is on point. And then in the grades, you'll see your point score, and you'll also see any embedded comments I've made in your document as well. But this video is just a nice walkthrough to explain the answers in case you had any confusion about how your worksheet was being graded. So let's take a look. This worksheet is done in APA style. So we've got our cover page, our author's note, our abstract along with keywords, and then we begin our document. This document is divided into a couple different categories, the first of which is the recognizing plagiarism category. And so I want to show you how this is done correctly so you can compare it to your own work as well. So in the first student work, we tell what the error is. So in this case, the student failed to include quotations. In doing so, it's plagiarism. They claimed the words as their own. And then we provide a revised version that corrects for that error. So this corrected version should have quotation marks around the exact material from the original source, as well as the page number at the end. In option number 2, the issue is faulty paraphrasing. So the student work misrepresented the ideas in the original. And so that is obviously an error. We want to note that error here. And then we would have to revise the sentence to correct it. So either you could take the direct quote from the original to fix the problem, or you could rephrase the student work to more accurately reflect the original and use it as a paraphrase or a summary. Either one is fine. But for this example, I've decided to show you an exact quote. In the option 3, student work, our error is that the page number is put in the wrong spot. So the page number citation acts as a signal to the reader to let them know when the summarized and paraphrased material is going to end and your words as the author are going to begin. And so it's very important that we put the page number at the end of the summarized or paraphrased information. Otherwise, that signal gets lost to our reader and they're not sure which words are ours, which ideas are ours, and which ones came from the original source material. So you would just take the page number and put it there at the end, as you can see in our corrected version here. In the original excerpt number 4, the error is going to be in the placement of the signal phrase, because we can move that to the beginning to more standardize it with the other options we're doing. That's a bit of a personal preference. If it is in the middle, that's not necessarily incorrect as long as it's formatted well in APA style. And we do want to put that page number at the end of the citation, once again, just as a further signal to let the reader know that this is the end of the quoted material. The quotes do that for us, but putting the page number back there helps as well. You'll see that the word in brackets is actually correct because any changes you make to original source material will be denoted in brackets. So it's okay to change a word or two to make it fit with your stem or your introductory elements, but you do need to note those by the use of brackets. Section 2 is all about quotations and how to use them correctly, how to introduce them, and how to cite them. We've got some examples here. So we've got the first one asks for a longer quotation. So Leiden, 2004, correct, states, love is fickle. We've got the whole quote, then we've got the page number at the end. That's excellent. The second thing this section asked you to do was to have a very short quote embedded in your own words. Now that short quote should make about 25% of the sentence. The rest should be your own words and ideas, and the source text just supports your ideas. So in this one, it says in his article, Leiden, 2004, shares that fear is much more reliable as opposed to leading by love. And then we put the page number at the end of that sentence. This is a great example of using a mini quote within our own ideas and words to make us seem more credible as the author of our piece. The next part is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing a passage of 1 or 2 sentences from our article. So in this case, we've got our paraphrase here, and then, or we've got the original material here, and we have our paraphrase below. When we paraphrase, of course, we want to have that APA citation format. So we've got the date in there as well as the author, and we've got the page number at the end. Now you can see this note up here. If your paraphrase is 2 sentences or more, you're going to want to use the page number. If it's 1 sentence, you don't have to. Summary. Right here, summaries are shorter than the original, and so we've got our original text up above and our summary below. Summaries also should have the author's name and the year of publication, and then the page number at the end. Once again, we want to make sure our summaries are much shorter than the original. That's the thing that differentiates a summary from a paraphrase. And we do want to make sure that if we're using more than 1 sentence, that we include that page number at the end. Then you can include your references. We do want to have a hanging indent. This is something that some people struggle with. So if you want to do a hanging indent, the easiest way to do that is to go up here to your little lower triangle and just pull it over to that 1/2 inch mark, and that'll give you a hanging indent for your document. And that, in a nutshell, is a walkthrough of this worksheet. Check your grade in the gradebook, check the gradebook comment, and reach out to me if you have any questions.